Yes, we'll continue a revision for your chapter number 8, that is so important for only 5 marks question. Only one 5 marks question is possible among 3 topics. So function overloading. In function overloading, we have only 3 concepts. One is function overloading, another one is inline function, another one is your friend functions. Function overloading. 2 or more functions having the same name to perform a multiple task but differ in number of arguments. Here, many number of functions are there, but each one is differ with the number of arguments. That means this function name is same and the arguments should be differ. Two different functions, same function header should not be there. That is the main important. So that is your restriction in that. So this is your function overloading. To perform function overloading, the name of the function must be same and must differ in the number of arguments or type of those arguments. However, the function overloading does not depending on the return type of the function. This is the syntax of your function overloading. So what are the advantages of your function overloading or need of function overloading? To carry the similar type of task with the different data elements, we need function overloading concept. Using the function overloading concept, code is executed very faster, easy to understand the flow of information and easy to debug. Code maintenance is easy, easy to interface between programs and real world objects. Then here, overloaded function must have a different arguments, that is two different functions should not have the same function header. That is a main restriction. Then another one is typedef is used for naming the functions is not considerably as a different data types. These are the advantages and restrictions on your function overloading. This is your example. If they are asked only example, this much is enough, student. See here, area, area, area. Three different functions we are invoking. One with a 1 argument, another one with a 2 argument, another one with a 3 argument. Sorry, this has to come in the next line, student. S equal to. So written has to come in the next line. So maybe due to that size in a space, it has been come in a single line. You just take care of that. So if they asked only example, this class is enough. If they ask programming, then you need to write the complete program with the void main. See here, void main is a direct function we are using here. So not with a menu driven. It's a direct input method. So one value, 2 values and 3 values. This simple one you can write for the theory, not for the practical program. Okay, students? Yes, next inline. Inline functions. Inline functions, compiler replaces the function call statement with the function code itself. Inline function is used to increase the function execution speed. When the function is having a less number of statements, you can use the inline function. If the function is more length and a complicated one, your inline functions are not suitable for that. Okay, inline function is written with the inline keyword. Inline keyword. And the prototype of this function, that is your definition of the inline function, should be defined before the function call. Before the function call. This is the syntax of the inline return type, that is a return type specifier, function name. So the spelling mistake is there. F-U-N-C-T-I-O-N. So function, you just make out this one, students. Sorry, here it was function. Sorry, here the spelling mistake is there. There is a function name. Okay. Then it avoids the function call over its faster program execution, the readability of the program is increased. These are compact function calls. What is the disadvantage? It increases the size of executable program. Internally, the size gets increased. More memory is required to store the program if the number of function calls of the inline is more. Compilation time will be more because internally the definition will be replaced by a compiler, hence it takes compilation time is more. So these are one possible question. What is that? What is inline? Explain with the syntax advantages and disadvantage. Another possible. What is inline function? Explain with the syntax and example. See, example. This I have given very simple example. It is not a lab program. Just the use of the inline int cube and just we are invoking a function call. That's all. So this you can write for theory, not for the practical. Then friend functions. One more the important question. There is a friend function. A friend function which has authorized to access both private and protected members through the friend function. So friend is a non-member function. Friend is a non-member function declared within the class under any access specifier. Any access specifier, but the definition is done outside the class like a normal function without a friend keyword. What is the syntax of that? Friend, return type, function name, argument list, termination. Body is defined outside without a friend. So termination is compulsory here. So what are the characteristics? It is a non-member function. It is a non-member function. The scope of the friend function is limited within the class which is being declared as a friend and cannot be called using the object of the class. It can be invoked like a normal function. Unlike a member function, it cannot access the members name directly. That means along with the object name, variables has to be invoked. And your inline function, it helps to access the data of your private and protected members, and it can be declared under any access specifier. Usually it takes argument as a objects. Then this is another possible. What is friend? Give the characteristics of friend. Otherwise, what is a friend function? Give the example of friend function. So better go through the friend function with the classwork, student. Okay, na? Thank you. This finishes your explanation revision of friend function, inline function, and your function overloading. Thank you. Here possible question, only 3 questions are there. So all 3 is important. So among that any 2 you will get. Okay. Thank you.